So you talk to the client and you say, what is the KPI that is going to move the organization most effectively, whether it's going to be producing more revenue or proving whatever metric. And then it's like, what part of the business is responsible for it? What are all the technology assets that are either enabling or detracting from our ability to do that? And then the hypothesis is if we can get the OKRs, the KPIs, the business organization, and then get the technology assets and data aggregated underneath that business object, then that business becomes responsible or in control of its destiny.
Yeah, and remember the context is our platform needs to be modernized, right? And we're giving them the path to doing that will show results as fast as possible and justify the spend.
That's the interesting thing, right? So I think a lot of times what happens is that people approach from the perspective of like, well, we need to improve all of these OKRs and KPIs, and the technology is legacy and it's in our way and we can't change it fast enough. So therefore we want to either ditch the existing platform, move it into a CRM or something, or we're going to modernize the whole thing so that we can start to make changes to it. And what you guys fundamentally did is you said, okay, we're going to take the business problem, figure out what part of the organization is responsible for it, aggregate the technology assets and the data underneath it, and extract and modernize that piece of it so that we can move the financial needles, the KPIs, as quickly as possible and start showing return on investment.
Right. And with this client, the additional thing was, what is your differentiator in the market? And that platform was supporting that. That's how we made the decision of build versus buy. And they had their business process was amplified by the platform they had. It just couldn't scale.
Yeah, so the specific under that, if I recall correctly, is that they had a homegrown system that they had built from scratch that was kind of their secret sauce. When you say what was their differentiator, their market differentiator was this homegrown platform. And so the initial ask of us was basically, should we rip and replace it? Should we rebuild it? I think a lot of these private equity roll-ups have technology that they've built that is their secret sauce. A lot of times the private equity playbook is rip that out and put it up into Salesforce or something like that. But then they either have to customize that software a ton in order to be able to duplicate the secret sauce, or they lose the secret sauce.